Okay, so what if I told you that a gesture of pure love, a tradition that's been passed down for generations, was actually hiding a danger that nobody could see? Today, we're going to unpack a really powerful story where good intentions and a critical lack of information collide.
So, in some communities, there's this tradition. The belief is that if you give a pregnant woman a special sweet drink, it'll energize her baby and help them grow up strong. I mean, just picture that for a second. An expectant mother receiving this gift. It's a beautiful act of care, right? Something rooted in generations and generations of love. Okay, so first, let's just take a moment to really appreciate the heart of this practice. Because this isn't just some drink, right? It's a symbolic gift for the baby, a tradition totally built on care.
Yeah, this is absolutely not a random act. It's a custom that's, well, it's woven right into the fabric of the community. It's passed down from mother to daughter with one single goal in mind: to show that they care deeply and to ensure the birth of a strong, healthy child. So the intention here, it's 100% positive. It's really a ritual of love and hope.
But, and you knew there was a but coming, there's a problem, a big one. Despite all those loving intentions, this tradition carries a hidden danger, something that no one in the community even realizes is there.
So yeah, that loving gift, it had a secret. It had an ingredient that was completely, totally unknown to the women drinking it. And spoiler alert, it wasn't sugar.
And here is the absolute tragic misunderstanding at the center of all this. What they believed they were doing was giving a harmless, sweet drink to energize the baby. But the reality? That drink contained fermented alcohol. They thought it was sugar, but what they were actually unknowingly doing was passing alcohol to the fetus.
This accidental exposure leads to a really serious medical condition called FASD, or fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, or FASD for short. Now, this term, it covers a whole range of lifelong disabilities. We're talking physical, behavioral, and intellectual challenges that happen when a baby is exposed to alcohol before they're born. The stakes here are, well, they're incredibly high.
And this just creates a tragic imbalance. You can see it right here. The positive intent, the love behind this tradition, it's sky high. But the potential for harmful outcomes is just as high. So what's missing? What's the problem? Awareness. That dangerously low level of awareness, that's the critical knowledge gap at the very heart of this story.
So, okay. How do you even begin to solve a problem like this? Well, the answer is definitely not blame or judgment. The path forward has to be built on two things: respect and empowerment.
This sentence right here, this is the key. It is the absolute guiding philosophy for any kind of effective intervention. You can't just show up and condemn a tradition that people love. No way. You have to start by understanding it. You have to meet people where they are, and then you offer that missing piece, the truth. But you do it in a way that empowers them, not shames them.
So the playbook for a challenge like this is really built on these core principles. First, you meet people where they are. You respect their traditions. You lead with truth, never with judgment. The whole goal is to inform and empower, and ultimately to strive for what's called maternal health equity, which just means making sure everyone has what they need for a healthy pregnancy.
And let's be absolutely crystal clear about this. The goal is not to blame a single person, not one. The goal is to build a bridge of knowledge, right? One that connects the loving intention of the tradition with the scientific truth about what actually happens. It's about filling that huge gap we saw in that bar chart a minute ago.
If you remember just one thing from all this, let it be this. The solution is never to destroy a tradition, it's to enrich it with knowledge. The most powerful kind of progress happens when we can combine a deep respect for culture with compassionate, factual education. That's the magic formula. So this one story, it kind of leaves us with a much bigger question, doesn't it? In all parts of our lives, how can we honor traditions that people hold so dear while also sharing vital truths that protect and empower them? It's a huge challenge, and it's one that requires empathy, humility, and a real commitment to meeting people exactly where they are.